Today we return to League action as we welcome Olympique Lyonnais to the Velodrome in a huge match in Ligue 1. We'll also round up the fixtures since the last video and round up any other news. Hey guys, thank you very much as always for clicking play. It's Gamer James here and welcome back to the south of France. Right, it's been interesting. If you haven't watched the last video against Vitesse Arnhem, then I suggest you go back and watch that one because obviously there will be spoilers. Without further ado, before we get into the little bit of news, let's have a look at the games that have gone since that last video. First up then was a home game against Valenciennes and we absolutely spanked them. Beat them 5-1. We just dominated them. They did have quite a lot of shots. They had 14 to our 19, but they only put 4 of those on target. As you can see, 8 of them were long shots. They never really got near us, in fairness. We just absolutely blitzed them. Moussa Dembele, a brace from Pione Sisto. Wallison scoring on his first game of the season, and Nicky Wells rounded it off. He came on for Dembele and then scored within a minute, or about a minute and a half after coming on, to wrap it up at 5-1. Their best player was probably the guy that scored, Edouard Boutin. He had a really good game. He could have had more goals than he got, to be fair. He had most of their shots, but it was a fantastic win and a great performance from minute 1 to minute 90. What do I say about this match? We came into it just full of confidence after that Valenciennes hammering, and we just absolutely destroyed Stade Rennais again, pretty much for the entire match. Just look at the stats. We had the better of the possession. We had 34 shots on goal, which is one every less than every 3 minutes. 9 of them on target, which is the worrying thing out of that. I mean, 23 of them were long shots, but they were good long shots. Pione Sisto was cutting in from the left and hitting shots. Some of them were bringing spectacular saves out of Bruno Varela. Some of them obviously off target, as you get. So we were made to pay massively. You can see 2 goals in stoppage time from Stade Rennais. Pretty much there are only 2 highlights of the match. It was absolutely sickening. But this is a sort of match that shows that we can't quite challenge yet Paris Saint-Germain for the title. Next up then was the absolutely crucial return match against Vitesse Arnhem in Europa League. And we did it. We beat them 3-0. So it's a really good win. It always felt comfortable, but it always had that little bit of nerve about it that, it took us nearly half an hour to get a goal. It started having the feeling that it wasn't going to happen for us. Then Pione Sisto scored. Then we added goals from Thauvin and Dembele in the second half to put the gloss on it. And more importantly, give us the edge in the head-to-head, which is how the groups are sorted. Because we've beaten them 4-3 on aggregate now over the 2 games, so we have gone above them in the Europa League group stage. It was a huge win ahead of the next game away in Portugal against Porto. So back to league action after that Vitesse game, and we were away at Monaco. A huge match. We're both up at the top end of the table. And it was an absolute classic. It was end to end. I mean, there's not an amazing amount of shots. You can see, they had 14, we had 10. It was very even on possession. It doesn't look like it was the greatest game ever, but it was a really good game. There's a lot of highlights, considering it must have shown pretty much every shot as a highlight. It was a fantastic match. It's a bit of a shame we couldn't hold on. We took the lead 3 times in the match and were pegged back each time. But do you know what? Before the game, a 3-3 draw at Monaco, any draw away at Monaco, and I would have taken it without question. So I'm absolutely delighted with the win, delighted with the performance, and yeah, it was just a really good morale boosting result. So after the Monaco game, there was an international break. So as has become the norm now, I arranged a friendly at home against one of the European giants. Barcelona came to town again and we smashed them 4-0. Wallison got a goal, Dembele got a brace, and Tovan as well. It was just a really clinical performance in front of goal. Of course, it means nothing. It just tides over the fitness because obviously most of the players were away on international duty, so it gave some of the other players that aren't involved a chance to play, get some fitness, get some confidence. And for some reason, Moussa Dembele is still not in that France squad, and I just do not get it. I mean, I know they've got a lot of quality players, but I mean, I'm going to show you his stats soon in a minute, and how he's not got a cap for the senior team, I have no idea. Okay, so just to look at the bigger picture, then here are the results then in full, the full schedule there. It's not going too bad. There's a nice amount of green in there. That Vitesse away game, after that video, after I recorded it, you could see at the end of it how gutted I was, how shell shocked I was at the end of that match, at the end of that video. And it took 2 or 3 days to actually get back into that save. I was stewing on it for ages. So that Valenciennes result, that 5-1 win, was a perfect way to bounce back. The Stade Rennais game, again, it was really annoying, but these things happen. You do get that sort of game. It looks, as you can see looking at the schedule as a whole, it looks to be a bit of a blip more than the norm at the minute. So yeah, we're confident going into this game. You can see we've got some big games coming up. We've got Nice, we've got Lille, we've got Ludogorets in the final group game in the Europa League. Of course, we've got Porto coming up after this Lyon game. We've got the draw for the Coupe de la Ligue 4th round as well, and we will be playing Sochaux Mumbai away, who I believe are back here. They're back in the Pizza League now. They got relegated, and I managed, actually Maxence Prévost, our reserve goalkeeper, came from there. So he will be playing in that match. He'll be going back to his old club to play them. So yeah, let's have a quick look at Ligue 1. So you can see then ahead of the game against Lyon, we kick off proceedings. We are third at the minute. As you can see, Monaco are fourth. Lyon are second, today's opponent, so we desperately need the win. Otherwise, we're going to be 5 points behind the top two. Paris Saint-Germain now has steamed ahead into a 10-point lead. They did have those 2 games in hand. I think they drew one and won one, but it was that match against Stade Rennais. I know they're 6th, they're a decent team, but we absolutely destroyed them. We should have beaten them. And as I said in the roundup, that was the sort of match. Losing that match it's one of those where you just know that's done for your title challenge already. It meant we lost ground on Paris Saint-Germain because we were only 3 points behind them in the last video, and we've been in good form. Obviously, we were 3 points behind them. They had 2 games in hand, so we've gone 12 points behind them now because they've got their games back. But after 14 games, 26 points, we're third. We're looking pretty good. We've got the top goal scorer, Moussa Dembele. He's level with Bassetti of Nice. So we're doing okay. Asmir Begovic is in the clean sheets list as well. And we're just having a really good season at the minute. I'm really confident going into this Lyon game. So just have a quick look at the squad before we go into the match. You can see Moussa Dembele there, 15 goals in 18 appearances. And it's a long way back down to the next highest scorer. Tovan, Oziakup and Sisto all have 3 apiece. So we are really relying on Moussa Dembele at the moment. Jordan Ayew has 2, but he has only started 1 game. So he's out injured for a few weeks at the minute now. So Naki Wells is going to be on the bench. I am thinking I'm going to sell Jordan Ayew if I can, either in January or in the summer. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to play him. I'm going to have Naki Wells on the bench. He's going to be my backup, and hopefully that will annoy Jordan Ayew, and I can get him on board with a sale. He did come to me earlier in the season, said he wasn't happy because he wasn't playing, and I said, dude, Dembele, and that was the end of it. So yeah, so hopefully I can get some money for Jordan Ayew. If I can get 10-12 million, I'd be well happy with that, because it's a big wage off the bill as well. It would be nice. Nemanja Matic, he is also not happy with the amount of game time, which is a shame because he's now comfortable playing as a defender, as a centre-back, because we are retraining him as a centre-back but he's not happy because he's not playing. So I've told him I'll sell him, and he's happy with that. I think it's Bournemouth want him at the moment. Yeah, Bournemouth want him. I'm asking 5 million. I got him on a free, so if I could bring in 5 million for him, then I'd be quite happy with that. Oscar Duarte as well has told me that he's not happy because Eric Bailly and Gabriel Paulista have been playing, so I've promised Duarte I'll give him games, so he is playing today, and we will give him games because I do like him. If you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen this breaking news on a signing that is coming in January. Let's have a look. So our new signing is Memphis Depay. I'm really, really happy about this one. When I started looking at the out of contract players at the end of the season, he's in there. His contract runs out in 2020, so I've had him on my shortlist. I've been counting down till January the 1st so I could go in and try and get him in on a free. But then Manchester United transfer listed him for €8.25 million, and at the time he was valued at 16.5. And I went in and I made the offer. We had 8.5 million transfer budget, so I've made the offer, got to the contract stage, and I've managed to agree the contract. And then because of the signing on fee and the agent fee, we had to pay out around about 11 million, I think, and our transfer budget was 8.5. So we delayed the transfer, delayed for 3 weeks, I think, and then United pulled the plug. They cancelled it. They didn't want to delay anymore. So I went back in, and this time I asked the board to negotiate the transfer for me, told them it was a huge signing for the club, massive important signing, and they agreed. Amazingly, they agreed, and they said, yep, we will make this deal happen. Get in. They made it happen, and do you know what? The terms that they negotiated with him are lower than the terms that I'd negotiated with him. Win-win. So I'm absolutely delighted. He joins in January. I cannot wait to get this guy in. I've had him on the on FM Touch a couple of years ago on the iPad. He was absolutely phenomenal. I was at Arsenal at the time, and I signed him. He was at Real Madrid. He'd never been at Man United. I think this was in FM 15, I think it was. He'd gone from PSV to Real Madrid, and then I bought him for £75 million with Arsenal, and he was just unbelievable. He was one of the best players in the world. Look at those stats. He's quick, he's strong, he's got stamina, he's got natural fitness, his long shots, his free kicks, his finishing, his dribbling, his crossing. I cannot wait to get him in. I'm so excited to have got him. He plays an inside forward. He could easily play up front. I can probably train him into a striker. I probably will add it to his repertoire because he's only 25. So if he can learn to be a quality striker as well, he's got all the attributes already to be a complete forward. So that will be something I will look to do as well. What it probably does mean is that I won't be making Christian Pulisic's transfer from Borussia Dortmund permanent. You may remember there's a future fee of €25 million on his loan deal, but he's not really pulling up any trees. He's doing all right. He's doing okay, but as soon as Memphis comes in, he won't be in the reckoning really. And I've already got Pione Sisto as well, so it looks at the minute as though Pulisic won't be joining. Right, so the team for today's game, the huge match against Lyon. It's Asmir Begovic in goal, Malik Ousfani at left back, Gabriel Paulista, Oscar Duarte and Lucas Klosterman in defence, Bruno Fernandes and Jeffrey Kondogbia in the centre of midfield, with Sisto out on the left, Tovan out on the right but as inside forwards, both of them, Andrea Pereira and obviously God up front. The press then think it's going to be a draw, which it's a bit of fence sitting, but I can see that happening, to be fair. Third v second, a draw, it's not really a lot of good to us. I really do want the win, but yeah, I guess we'll see how things play out. Okay, so because it's such a huge match, I've been calm. I've just told them to go out there and just pick up from where they left off in the last match. It's gone down pretty well. So yeah, I guess there's nothing left to do but get into this match. Let's do this. The new tactics, the new tactical changes that I've made, going to inside forwards, I've gone to a higher tempo. I've gone to look for the overlap and close down more, tighter marking, and it is working to a a really good degree, to be fair. I mean, it's only that aberration against Stade Rennais. It's the only blot on the copybook since we've made the changes, really, to be fair. Lacazette's won an early corner, though, for Lyon. What's going to come of this? It's taken. Bakambu's won it, and Kondogbia has cleared. Sisto with the free kick. That was miles out. Straight at the keeper, but he got it on target from a mile out. Here we go. Yanga and Mbiwa. They're building from the back. Played it forward. It's a good ball to Bakambu. And Teo now. Oh, he's done well. It's a good hit, and Begovic tips it around the post. Good save. So we're kicking off the weekend's action. We are the only game going at the minute. Everyone else kicks off after this. That's a good header away from Pereira. But Teo plays it back in, and Gabriel clears. Lacazette takes the free kick. Klosterman's headed away. Andrea Pereira can't get to that. Yanga and Mbiwa does. They are dominating us at the moment. I've got it set to control, but they are not counter-attacking. They are taking the game to us. So it might have to come off control. We'll see how it plays out for a little bit first. It's a free kick from Jordan Lukaku on Dembele. So yeah, we'll see how it does, because Lukaku's picked up an early card there. That could be something to do. I might have to try and exploit that. Maybe focus the attacks down the right a little bit and try and get Lukaku sent off. Yeah. Ooh, that's a ball from Lacazette to Teo, and it's straight at Begovic. So yeah, they're dominating us at the minute. I've got it set to control, but they are not counter-attacking, are they? They are taking the game to us and dominating us. So I'm going to have to change it, I think. But they're coming at us again. Go on, Dembele. Get in there. Go on, son. If you got a tackle in there, you're clean through. Are we not closing the goalkeeper down? No. No? Right. Oh, Sisto's read that. Come on now. This is a chance. Pereira, he's had to shoot. Dembele was a mile offside. Usfani tackled. Here comes Raphael. And Lacazette now. And Raphael's continued the run. Gets the ball in, and Bakambu heads wide. It's a good attack down the right, though. Begovic is going to take the goal kick. We don't have him set to taking short ones. We have him set to booting it upfield. I keep wondering about whether to change it to a short one. I'm not sure yet. Here's Dembele. Pull it across. He does, and Tovan's there. And it's 1-0. Beautiful. Just what we needed 11 minutes in. And we've weathered their early storm. They did come at us for the first 10 minutes or so, but great surge into the box from Dembele, and Tovan sneaks in at the back stick. 1-0. Come on. Lukaku's going to take a free kick. Puts it way, way off target. Corner taken by Pereira, but Lopez comes out. Anthony Lopez claims it easily. Rolls it to Yanga Mbiwa. Here's Lacazette. Come on, come on. That's it. Well done, Usfani. Pereira to Sisto. Oh, just about got it upfield to Dembele. Here he is again. Go on, lad. Go on. Great hit. Unlucky. Just over. It's another free kick for Lukaku, and that is a great hit. Brilliant save from Begovic. Usfani clears it. What a hit from Lukaku. Pereira's going to take this corner. It's headed away. Go on, get there, get there, get there. Kondogbia picks it up. Infield to Bruno Fernandes. Out to Pereira. Fernandes. Kondogbia. Shoot. Have a one. Oh, it's straight into the face of the defender, I think, that. It's a corner now to defend. Bakambu with the header. What a save that is from Begovic. Bakambu got his head on it, and it was a stunning save. And Mbiwa's headed wide. Yanga Mbiwa has been massively involved in this match so far. Bruno Fernandes, though, has stolen it in midfield. Lifts it across to Kondogbia. Across to Tovan now. What can he do? Klosterman was a little slow to get on the overlap, but here's Kondogbia. We're going through the middle instead, and now Dembele spreads it to Klosterman. It goes in, and Yanga Mbiwa again is there. What a towering performance in the centre of defence so far from Yanga Mbiwa. Here's Fernandes. And Sisto! Oh, that can't have missed by much. So it's half time. It's been a really enjoyable first half. plenty of goal-bound efforts at both ends. Plenty of fast attacking play from both teams as well. We're both looking to win the match, and it's not going to be the end of the scoring, I don't think, Tovan's goal there. So what we've done, we've passionately told them that there's still room for improvement. It didn't have really the desired effects. I've done all the individual talks, assertively told everyone that I have faith, and they all look an awful lot better now. So let's hope we can turn on the style again in this second half. We could really do with getting a little bit of more possession. That Stade Rennais game that I showed you in the roundup, when it got to about 87, 88 minutes, it was 1-0. And do you know what? I saw an equaliser coming. I saw it coming, and I thought, should I bring in the roadblock? And then I didn't do it, and I should have done it. It's the fact that we were at home, we were so dominant. I just didn't want to bring in the roadblock, and we paid the ultimate price in the end, and we should have brought it in. And Lacazette's away on the right. Bakambu has headed in the equaliser. Yep, told you it wasn't going to be the end of the score, and they deserve it. We haven't really been at the races for most of the match, to be fair. We've definitely been second best. Pereira has a free kick here. It's a great hit! What a hit that is. What a strike. Wow. That must have been, 35 yards out. We'll see this from behind the goal now. That is a mile out. What a strike right in that top corner. We passionately encouraged them a few minutes ago. We went back to standard. We went back to fluid. And wow, that Wallison's come on as well for Kondogbia. That's going to be our goal of the season for sure. There is not going to be a better hit than that all season. It's probably going to win goal of the month, I would have thought, in Ligue 1 as well. Worthy of winning any game. That was just something else. But Lyon are coming out as what a ball, Dada. And Lacazette, and he's missed a really, really good chance there. Beautiful ball from Sergi Dada, though. And they're coming at us again. Dada, and he's hit one well wide this time. Wow, what a goal that was from Andrea Pereira. That, just wow. Just wow. Lukaku, Bakambu, and he's drilled one just wide. They're just coming at us now. They've gone attacking, and I am tempted to bring in the wall in this match in a few minutes' time for sure. Oh, Dembele, will he get there? Oh, he sets up Sisto, and it's 3-1. Dembele chased that lost cause. It just, I don't know, Wallison, I think. Was it Wallison that played that through? No, it's Tovan. I don't know whether that was a shot or not, but Dembele kept it in. Sisto cuts inside and then drills it in the near post. Oh, it's 3-1. Come on. Here's Wallison now, and Klosterman, and Wallison out to Pereira. He hits one, it's deflected for the corner. Oh, I feel an awful lot better with that third goal. Oh, this is going to be a huge, huge 3 point. Oh, I thought Gabriel was going to get there. This is going to be a huge, huge 3 points if we can get it. If they pull it back to 3-2 here. Oh, Samperio shoots wide with the aid of a deflection. Yeah, if they do pull it back, the wall will be coming in. The 3 points are desperately needed here. And it's drilled into the side netting. Goal kick taken by Begovic. I've just lined up a couple of substitutions because I've just realised I'd only made one. In the excitement of the goal and everything, I'd only made one substitution. And Bakambu, wow, that is a huge, huge miss. So we've got Maxime Lopez and Gideon Zelalem coming on. Maxime Lopez is a youngster that I'm giving some game time to this season because I've got high hopes for him. But wow, this is going to be just such a good win. Sisto, he's gone for goal from there. Confidence is high with the game-sealing goal from Pione Sisto. It's been a very even game. They have absolutely destroyed us in terms of possession. Obviously, that's their game plan, their style. They pass it around, they retain the possession. But this is such a big win for us now. It puts us clear into second. Monaco can go level with us, but if we had have lost this match and gone 5 points behind Lyon, it would have been just such a hard chase. It really, really would. It's passionate all the way. Resultant performance, fabulous. Absolutely incredible win. Wow. Whew. So, huge, huge win. Next up for us is our game against FC Porto. And before we wrap up, I'm going to show you the Europa League group. The next video is going to be the Ludogorets game because it's going to be vital, I think, unless something really weird happens. So if we have a look at Group D, let's just bring it up into come here, Group D. Let's just bring it up into its own right. So Porto are basically through. They've got 12 points. They've won 4 from 4. As I said, our win against Vitesse puts us ahead of them on the head-to-head rule. Now, coming up, we go to Porto, Vitesse go to Ludogorets. So I am assuming that Vitesse are going to win against Ludogorets and go above us, because I'm not expecting to get the win in Portugal. A draw would be nice. A win would be amazing. So I'm expecting it to come down to that Ludogorets game, because Vitesse will be hosting Porto. So it's probably going to come down to that final game. So that is going to be our next video. Ludogorets at home, hoping that we can get through in second place in the group. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to leave a like if you liked it. Remember to click subscribe if you're new, if you haven't already. I will see you very, very soon for the next video for that Ludogorets game. Once again, thank you very much for watching. See you later.